Hi and welcome back. Since we already made the centerpiece, in this video I'm going to show you how to put the card together. Okay, what you're going to need is a piece of real red cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4.25 for our card base. Then we're going to need a piece of designer series paper, and this one is from the Love Impressions, and this one measures 5.25 by 4, and we are going to add this to our card base. Once you have that, you're going to take your centerpiece that we did in the first video, and I added score tape to this one. You can add, you can use sticky strip instead if that's what you have. So we're going to add this. Oh, before we add this, I'm sorry. I have two pieces of cardstock. One is a Pretty in Pink, and this is 3.5 by 2 7/8, and this is a real red 3.75 by 3 1/8, and I am going to round the corners of this paper. I already have 3 done and just wanted to show you the last one. And then I'm going to mount, oops, that's okay. I'm going to mount the Pretty in Pink onto the real red, and then the focal piece to that. I already added some foam tape that I have. You can use Stampin' Dimensionals if that's what you have. And then I am going to take the backing off of this, and I am going to add this to my card front. Then I have another piece of real red 3.5 by 7/8, 3.5 by 7/8, and what I did in this one is I used the slit punch. It's retired from Stampin' Up, but I saw one at Archivers that is made by EK Success, and it's just like a handheld punch, but it's like the same slit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch this out. And the way I make sure that I have this center, I'll show you how I do it, is I take, say this is the same width of this piece. And so I take a piece of another color, and I add this to the paper, making sure that it's centered. Oops. Or how I want it. And then I punch this out together, and that makes the template. And then I use this to trace to be able to punch right what I want. Especially when it's so little and it's really hard to see where you are, and so that's a really good tip. Okay, once I have this, I am going to take my ribbon. I have two pieces. They're 4 inches each one, and I'm going to take a mini glue dot Then I'm going to put this through and add it to the back. Then I'm going to stamp my February 14th from the Filled with Love stamp set with Real Red onto this little tag. I got this tag at Walmart, I think, in the office supplies section, and so it just has a metal ring. Then I'm going to feed this through and through. Then I'm going to add another mini glue dot, maybe, and I'm going to tie it back, not too tight because I still have to do my fake knot, so I don't want it to be too tight for that reason. And then I'm just going to make my knot. And then I am going to trim my edges. And if you feel like it needs to be a little bit tighter, you can just lift one up and make it a little tighter. Okay. Now I am going to add some foam tape. And I'm going to add this piece to my card. And there you have it. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. You can also visit my blog at theladybugstampingspot.blogspot.com, and you can find all of the measurements and the materials and everything that I use for this card. Again, my blog is theladybugstampingspot.blogspot.com. Thank you.